I make a motion, we come out of executive session from the police commission meeting.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We gotta do a vote.
Okay, so we're going to, for the police commission meeting, can I get a motion to nominate, appoint James Duggan to the position of temporary police officer?
I make a motion.
I'll get down to you when I'm done. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, can I get a motion to appoint Joseph Pacifico to the position of police officer, resident of the town of Orangetown? Okay, motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second. Nominate.
Yeah, but this says appoint on here.
He's to nominate. Nominate.
This is wrong then.
I said it's nominate, not appoint. They both say nominate.
They both say nominate on this thing though. Okay, no more, we're not doing this anymore. Okay, so can I get a motion to nominate Joseph Pacifico to the position of police officer?
Again,
I think
I'll
this
make a
language
motion.
needs to be changed, but go ahead. You made the motion? Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And can I get a motion to nominate Liam Ridge to the position of police officer, whatever, effective blank?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so Rob, I think you better, somebody needs to, before we give it to Rosanna.
I make a motion to close the police commission meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, so welcome to the Town of Orangetown Town Board meeting of Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. A roll call?
Councilman Paul Valentine,
Here.
Councilman Jerry Batari,
Here.
Councilman Brian Donahue,
Here.
Councilman Dan Sullivan,
Here.
Supervisor Teresa Kenny.
Here. And we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so first we have a check presentation. We always like getting checks here in the Town of Orangetown. So this is a donation being made by the Blauvelt Volunteer Fire Company to the Orangetown USA 250 Parade. So we come on up, we have, I guess, Vice President Ken Sincerbox, if I'm saying it properly.
Take a step to the side, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Very
you.
much
Yes.
appreciated.
Thank you.
Everybody. Please extend our thankfulness to everybody. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you for your time. Okay, next we have recognition, are the girls all here? Recognition ceremony for the Orangetown Patriots Cheer Junior Pee Wee Team for placing first in the 2025 Pop Warner National Cheer and Dance Championship. I see them coming in the back there.
Hey.
I guess I should probably.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they got changed in the hallway. All their the medals are banging together.
Look how cute they are. Are the coaches here? Yes. Okay, come on up. Let's come up here.
Microphone.
We have Madeline Anderson. Lily Beldock. Avery Cashel, or Cashel. Congratulations. Adriana Farina. Jocelyn Feeney. Julia Ray Finn. Congratulations. Mia Garcia. Did you drop your phone?
Oh, yeah, it was fun.
Lourdes Garcia. There's a lot of bling up here, huh? Riley Gernon. Quinn Healy. Madison Jacobson. Emma Jiminian. Was I close? Congratulations. Fiona Kern. She's not here. Mackenzie Cavall. She here? No. I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Elia Munderville. Peyton Perone. I think it was too cold for some of them to come out. You girls are the brave girls. Luna Regani. Emily Sheeran. I like your coat. Fiona Smith. Is Stella Dilberto the student trainer?
No.
Gianna Farina? Isabella Giorgetti? Ashley Perone? Jack Daly? That's you? So is Natalie Stewart Farina?
Yep.
I'm going to guess not here. Giovanna Trulano?
Nope.
Not here, okay. Okay. You girls are probably tired of all this. I know, I think you've got some other awards, right? Some other people? I'm going to give those to you. And we're going to get a picture. You want to say anything?
Yes, but you guys can stand behind the table.
Wrong one, there we go.
And who wants to hold the trophy?
Son of fifth grade St. Catherine's girls basketball.
Can I get the two N ones to come in your trophy, please? The two N girls, one here and one here. Great, thank you.
Yeah. You girls are welcome to stay if you want, or if you...
Parents are laughing.
And learn civics. Okay. So we're going to start to workshop our agenda items. Okay, so we're going to be combining items 4 to 11, but we'll go through them for the workshop. The first one is reappoint liaisons to the land use boards and committees. So hopefully you are all okay with what you've been assigned. If not, tough. I'm kidding. Anyway, so that's, I think, most of it's the same as last year. I don't think we made many changes. Number 5, recognize Christy Bauman as the chairperson of the Orangetown Board of Ethics for a 1-year term. Number 6, reappoint Thomas Highland to a member of the Orangetown Board of Ethics for a 5-year term. Number 7, appoint and reappoint Orangetown Office of Emergency Management Committee for a 1-year term. Number 8, reappoint Charles Vazzetti to the chairperson position of the Sanitation Commission. Number 9, reappoint Dennis O'Donnell to a member of the Sanitation Commission for a 5-year term. Number 10, reappoint the Orangetown Senior Citizen Advisory Committee for a 1-year term. Number 11, reappoint the Orangetown Traffic Advisory Board for a 1-year term. Number 12, a resolution presenting to the proposed Northeast Water Quality Management Plan amendment to the Borough of Rockley. Rob, I'm just going to ask you, that's so that we can add in a private property? Is that what that's?
That's what?
Into our sewer system?
There's an agreement between the town of Orangetown and Rockley that goes back about 60 years that allows that to happen.
Right.
And so this is, doesn't change that at all. And Eamon's here, but they are continuing to do that. And I think there's a new development or a couple of new houses going in Rockley.
Right.
And they're allowed to be a part of it. It's
Right.
more, they kind of asked us to just do this to show that, you know,
Okay.
the agreement's still
And
going.
they pay us
but-
for it and everything, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
I read it, so that's what I thought it was, but I just
Yeah,
don't
that
remember,
agreement-
I don't remember doing this in the past, so that's why I was.
Yeah, it goes back a long way.
Okay, 13 is authorize a settlement in a matter of George Fay versus the town of Orangetown. And then number 14 is approve a settlement regarding the town of Orangetown versus Christopher Riccardi. So that's us getting money. 13 is we're paying the money, 14 we're getting some money. 15, resolution to grant a covenant hold harmless and indemnification agreement to the Rockland GAA, whose fence apparently found their way onto the town's right-of-way, so we're giving them an easement. Number 16, confirm military leave status for employee Brendan Carton. He's going to be, I guess he's gone, on military, as we discussed. '17, approve agreement for the expenditure of highway monies for the town of Orangetown for the 2026 pavement preservation repair improvement program. So it identifies the roads that will be getting some work done to them this year. Number 18, approve grant permission for the superintendent of highways to attend 2026 Advocacy Day for local roads, bridges, and culverts. Sounds so exciting. Where's Jim? Is Jim here? Number 19, accept or regret the retirement of John Fawcett, a motor equipment operator with the Highway Department for 30 years. Number 20, award a bid Blue Hill and Broadacres Golf Course for tree removals to O'Sullivan Tree Care. Number 21, award the bid to the irrigation design for the Blue Hill and Broadacres Golf Courses. We're doing Broadacres too? Was that supposed to be part of it?
We're getting a price
On that one too? Okay.
It was cheaper to add it
Oh, do it both, okay. Okay, number 22, accept with gratitude the memorial bench donation from the Wheatley family in honor of Walter J. Wheatley, faith, family, friends, and love of the game. I guess there's going to be a place at the Blue Hill Golf Course. Number 23, award the furnishing of police department uniforms to D&E Uniforms. And number 24, award the dry cleaning, laundering, and minor sewing repairs police department uniforms to the washing board. And then we have accept the retirement of police officer David Brockway, effective January 20, 2026. And number 26, accept the resignation, retirement of Lieutenant Thomas Holohan, I guess effective January 31st, 2026. Number 27, grant permission for 2 officers to go to instructor school for DARE. That's Anthony Verdicchio and police officer Andrew Duggan. We do have one new business item, and that is to appoint, let me get his name here for you, John Gifford to Akabor. I don't, and that's, Allison, that's for a full term, right? He's not filling somebody in? Okay, okay. Okay, so effective, I guess, whatever, tomorrow, okay. And then we just have it, okay, so that's it. So can I get a motion to open the public comment?
I make a motion to open the public comment.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so I'm just going to remind everybody, we have a 3-minute rule. You'll see there's clocks here, so just if you could keep it under the 3 minutes, that would be helpful. The first person, Marilyn Grossbeck.
My name is Marilyn Grossbeck. I'm president of the Tappan Senior Club, and in speaking on behalf of the Orangetown Senior Clubs, I want to say thank you to the board for the support of the senior clubs. The Orangetown Senior Advisory Board, at the request of Supervisor Kenny, has spent 2 years revamping the bylaws of the advisory board, and as of today, the bylaws have not been reviewed by Supervisor Kenny or any member of the town board. I'm here to request action to be taken by the town to have the bylaws and the work of the Orangetown Senior Advisory Board validated. Thank you for the opportunity for me to speak before this board.
Thank you. Thomas Koester? Koester? You can go up together if you want, go individually, whatever you want to do. Totally up to you. You're each entitled to 3 minutes, though.
Sorry, Brian's a little bit more prepared than I am. I just want to speak on, we all live on Mountain View Avenue. It's a one-way street in between Orangeburg and Central. A lot of people use it as a cut-through, going through to ShopRite. We put an application into the Traffic Advisory Board for a speed study. They did a speed study. We got a letter back. It said that the average speed was 26 miles an hour, and the speed limit on our street is 15. So we're all curious, and they also said that there was absolutely no traffic calming measures that could be done to the street. There's a lot of little kids that live on the street. There are a lot of students from the high school that walk up and down the street. My family has lived on the street for close to 100 years now, and it feels like it has never been as bad with speeding and with cars coming up and down the street as it does now. So we felt that this was a time to take action before something really bad does happen. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I see Brian, we have Brian signed up, Coleman, Rich Turk. Do either one want to say something? That issue, it looks like. Yeah, but is the speed limit 15 miles an hour?
No, you have
I didn't know, one way?
coming up Orange, before you get to the top or south, middle of town.
So I just submitted the letter we all received. TJ did a great job summarizing. There's 3 reasons why we asked to have some sort of study done. One is the parents come down our block at, say, 7:30 in the morning and 2:30 in the afternoon fly in. It's like a freeway for people to go to ShopRite. And then we have,
Yeah,
Oh,
the
sorry.
microphone, yeah, especially for those
sorry.
at home.
Sorry about that. There's 3 reasons. Parents going down to the high school in the morning and the afternoon flying. People go to ShopRite flying. And then also, unfortunately, it's a one-way street, people going down the wrong way. As TJ said, we have about 15 children in grammar school or younger on our block. There could be maybe 100 kids from the high school walking up and down our street. So we have a concern about this. As TJ mentioned, we received a letter that said the average speed limit is 26, when the posted speed limit is 15. I counted the cars on our street and the number of cars that get parked for the high school students, and the total I wrote on here is about 70. If you assume we're driving 15 miles an hour to get into our driveways or to the kids' parallel parking, and you say the average is 26, and you say there's another 70 cars that come down our block, they have to be driving at 37 miles an hour. And that's the issue. It's not the average speed, it's the top speed. There's people going down our block at, say, 40 miles an hour. We're looking for some help. Is it a sign that says what the speed limit is as cars go by? Is it a speed camera? Something just to calm the block down. That's all we're asking for. We're very surprised at the letter we received. I know each of you here care about the safety of the residents. And someone who writes a letter like this, I'm not sure if they really do. And we are concerned about the safety of the children on their neighborhood. Thank you.
I just want to add to that. I'm Josie Coleman. I live on Mountain View. And as a parent and as a grandparent, there are a lot of little kids on the block. And the times, 7:30 and 2:30, are critical when there's a lot of kids on this block. And people disregard that because they're avoiding the traffic light, that they're going into ShopRite. So they come down our block. Thank you.
Good evening, Rich Turk. I live at 44 Mountain View. Basically, I'm just going to keep going off what they said. Receiving this letter in the mail was very disappointing. Like, I don't question what people do for a living or anything, but like, if you guys have the letter in front of you, this is not a good feeling when I got this letter. I saw it, I was like, oh, great, they're going to do something. They're going to put up a sign, they're going to do whatever. This is like a smack in the face. Obviously, it says he was here, whoever this is, Michael Yanazzoni, he was there from October 21st through the 23rd. I'm just curious, like, what times was he there? What did he see? It said he, has an average of 26 miles an hour. New York State, 11 over is 4 points on your license, and God knows how much in a fine. We don't want people to get summonses. We just want the traffic to slow down. There needs to be some kind of traffic control devices installed, whether it's signs, lights. I see these, we drive through Pearl River, Orangetown, whatever. They have these little, it's almost like a light when you go through, it flashes, red, blue when you hit a speed limit, stuff like that. I lost a dog. Like, it was horrible. And my poor daughter came home from school and picked the dog up in the street. The dog got hit by a car, and the guy didn't even stop. He just kept going. And then the guy who was behind him almost ran it over because he thought it was garbage. So, like, we're not doing the blame game or anything. It's a problem. Anyone that lives in Pearl River, it's like, they call it the launch pad, my street, because everyone is racing to get to ShopRite or racing to get to the high school. It's ridiculous. It's a one-way street, and most of the driveways, I guess, I don't know what side would it be, there's 2 sides of the street, they pitch down. So if you're pulling out of your driveway, people park in the street as well. So if you're pulling out of your driveway, you're taking your life in your hands because there's cars parked on the street. So you're pulling out with a little bit of speed, and here's some knucklehead coming down the block 40, 50 miles an hour. And it's not kids, it's adults, it's parents that live in the community. That's the worst part. So whatever you guys could do, if you could take a look at this again, put something in, help us out a little bit. I mean, it's really ridiculous. And like I said, I lost a dog. Gina's here, she has kids, there's kids that play in the block. It's insane. I have, on times, while I'm out in the street, people are coming down the block, 40, 50 miles an hour. I've taken a ball and rolled a ball out into the street. They don't hit a brake, they don't swerve, go right over it. This is crazy. And there's a school on the block. That's it. That's all I have to say. Whatever you, if you guys could look at this again and help us out, it'd be greatly appreciated. It's just, the letter makes no sense. You're 11 over, that's 4 points on a license in a school zone. And he wrote this, and I don't know what his training is, I don't know what his experience is. It's kind of a smack in the face to us. That's how we're all viewing it. That's all. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Adam Garvey? No, I wasn't doing it. No, I wasn't.
Hi, I'm Adam Garvey. I'm a resident of Blauvelt. I'm with the Rockland County Times as a freelance journalist. My question tonight is, the town of Cornwall in Orange County is currently voting to adopt resolutions to study the feasibility of reopening the West Shore line as a public rail line. I was just wondering, because Rockland County has a couple of West Shore line stops in our town, I live next to one of them near Bailey's on Erie Street. Are we as a town also looking into adopting these resolutions? Do we have any interest in reopening commuter rail, I guess, in the eastern part of Orangetown? Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little sick right now.
I'm sorry, what was the town that you said is looking into it?
Cornwall?
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, that's everyone who signed up. Is there anybody else who would like to speak that did not sign up? I mean, if you just wouldn't mind giving your name when you get up to the front.
Thank you for letting me speak. My name is Gina Whalen. I live on 40 Mountain View. We're all in this together. I received the same letter, and I'm so happy that TJ and his wife put this whole thing together, because my kids are 12 and 9, and I have a lot of kids come over. Sorry to my neighbors. I know I have a lot of people over a lot, but I was going to bring a lot of the equipment I have, kickballs, basketballs, bats. They are flattened. I cannot let my kids go in the street because of the cars. So imagine you're a mom, you're home. Mom, I want to go out and shoot. Can't. Mom, I want to go walk down the block. You can't, because my kids are going to get hit by a car, and I know it. There have been several instances where multiple children who are friends with my kids do not even want to come over because the parents are worried about their safety. In fact, I've had to call the principal of the high school several times, which my husband is not very happy with me, but I've actually had to drive over my front lawn to get out of my driveway because the high school kids block us in, and they block our walkways. And I know that the high school principal has told them multiple times to not block driveways, which we all know, but they all block our walkways. So I actually had to pull all the way around my house to get out of my driveway, walkway, to get to work. So the issue is with the parking, and I don't even know if these students are allowed to be leaving the high school at this time to get in their cars and go to lunch, but they're knocking down our recycling bins, they knock down my garbage pails. I have a babysitter in the morning who puts cones out for me, so that way they know not to park to block our walkway, because I have elderly people coming in our house and they can't walk through the snow. So it's just a disregard for the parking, but the speed. If you lived in the middle of our block, you could hear the engines revving up and people just fly by. And it's funny, when I received the same letter, I opened up the letter, and then we have cars going in the wrong direction. So it said, if you see anything on the block, call the Orangetown Police Department. So I was like, do I call the Orangetown Police Department and tell them that they're going the wrong way? 2 cars that night went down the wrong way. So I'm just really concerned as a mother. I'm not home a lot. I work, I coach, and I want my kids to be able to go out in the driveway or go in the street and shoot. They can't do anything. They cannot leave the front of our house. I try to put everybody in the back just for their safety, and I try to calm the parents down. And I just, like my neighbors said, if you guys could just look into this, it would be greatly appreciated for the safety of our children and us. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, is there anybody else who has not spoken tonight that would like to speak? Okay, going once, going twice. Can I get a motion to close?
Motion to close.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so I can't speak for the Traffic Advisory Board, but I will speak in defense of Mike Anazone. I've known him for a long time. He was an employee of our highway department for many years. You know, being on the traffic advisory board, and we will look into this, and I know you're talking about even the flashing signs or something. I mean, I don't know enough about it. This is the first I'm hearing of it. But I just want you to know that everyone on that board does take their job seriously. Some of the problems they run into is they put, and again, this, I'm not saying this is yours, but what has happened in the past is someone comes in and says, we need speed bumps, whatever, they put them on, all the traffic goes to the next block. So then there's like, the other neighbor's like, wait a minute, now they're coming to our block. So there's unintended consequences sometimes. And again, I'm not speaking to your issue because it's the first I'm hearing of it. I just want to personally say I know Mike Yanazone a long time, and I know he takes his job serious, and I know the Traffic Advisory Board takes it serious. I will personally speak to Mike and see what I'm missing or if there's something they can do, whether temporary, like you said, in the meantime. But that's all I have to say. Anybody else?
Question? About how long has this been an issue? Oh, this is. I'm just wondering, we put a stop sign up at the top of the road. Are people using that now to not hit the stop sign? Because at the top of
Talking about
Orangeburg
Orangeburg
Road, that stop sign has been there for, I'm not even sure how long, Chief, do you
No,
know?
I don't think that would, because it's still,
No, you don't think people are making the right turn and go? They can't get out for lunch, sure, yeah. Yeah, but they used to park, I was a police officer, I'm retired 11 years. I don't know if I wanted to hear that, but thank you, thank you. They used to go through the gate and go into the parking lot of ShopRite and park there and go out. So I don't know, I know Michael and I know his son, but we'll take a look at and see what it is.
And I'm part of, the liaison to the Traffic Advisory Committee, and I know Mike Yanazon for a lot of years. He was the number 2 in the Highway Department for over 30 years. So I'm surprised he would send out a letter which stated that there was speeding, because that's pretty much what it sounds like, right? But I've never in the town of Orangetown, except for in the school zone, seen a 15-mile-an-hour sign. I don't even know if. So I will follow up with Mike. If that's the case, then that does sound like we either need more enforcement there, or maybe no parking during the day to keep the high school kids out. But then, again, that could affect you people. If you park on your own street in front of your own house, you may get a ticket.
So like half of the block would be considered the school zone. So if we all live at the park before the school zone, I mean, literally, they're coming down the block 40.
And it's posted on your block 15 miles an hour?
It's posted 15 once you enter the school zone.
right, so probably once you get within distance. Yeah, probably about halfway point.
That's interesting. I've never seen that.
There was one sign on the right-hand side of the street. I complained they put one up on the left-hand side. Show you the picture.
I believe you. I'm down that block myself, running around the town.
Before they even see the 15 miles. And then, like, I could look down the block, no one ever hits the brake. One takes it forever.
Well, I'm just wondering,
It is a cut-through street, I see it all the time, and,
why is the...
Unfortunately, I'll say it's all over town. People are speeding. I don't know where everybody's going. Slow down, everybody.
and
If
I,
you watch it on social
I
media.
agree. I think people have gotten worse. There's just total disregard for each other nowadays. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, let's go back, and I'll also talk to Mike Anno, see if maybe we can, even if, in the school zone, maybe if we stop the parking on both sides in the school zone, that would help. Something,
More signage, like, maybe people don't even realize they're going as fast as they are.
and maybe more patrols, especially with the going the wrong way,
It's probably a certain distance from the school, I'm guessing.
Because Weston Highway in Millville.
Yeah.
It's a school zone, because the driveway comes down.
I'll follow up also, so you
can't-
got
I
three of
can't.
us at
That's-
least.
And I'll say this, that there is a speed limit sign. I live down near Franklin Avenue School. On William Street, there's a speed limit sign that flashes when you're above 30 miles an hour in the Franklin Avenue School Zone. So I don't know why they can't do something similar in this.
One of those,
as
yeah,
well.
they move them around, too.
Yeah. I mean, no, that's permanent. I mean,
Oh, they have a permanent.
if you're doing 33
Oh, we have
or
both.
34, it's
both,
flashing.
and we have the ones they move, that they can move.
This
Yeah, the
one's-
way they
this
do that
one's there.
studies, they put that box down with the line that goes across the street, and that's how they measure. They put it out there for a couple of days, and they measure the speed of the cars. But again, like you said, which is plain, if it's 15 miles an hour and they're doing 26, something has to be adjusted or
Chief?
addressed at least. Yeah.
Can you explain to me why half the street would be a school zone and not the whole street that's going, once you're on it, you can only go to the school, down to Central Avenue?
That's what I thought.
Well, Weston Highway in Blauvelt is, the Cottage Lane is up the block, and there's a, oh, okay, all right.
That would have been.
I'm just thinking,
That would've been-
well, maybe we could find out. It doesn't make sense, the whole,
Okay, we have an agenda.
That's the answer.
it is 125 feet?
I told you.
You want to go up, Doug? Please?
Actually, I'm Jim Dean, I'm the highway superintendent. That's a very unique street that we have there, but you cannot put up a school zone sign more than 1,375 feet from the building. So you can't just go any place you want and put it in. There's strict legislation about where it can go. And it's a distance related to the building. So that's why it's in the middle of the street.
Weston Highway is 1,500 feet, has got to be the Cottage Lane down to Weston Highway. And that's posted 15 miles an hour. Weston
We'd have to
Highway-
look at that, Jerry, but again, Western Highway is a county road. So they're involved with that, but we all go by the same distance. There's very strict distance about where you can create that type of zone.
All right, I think we'll look into it.
And in the meantime, the chief has said that he will have, the officers patrol the area a little bit more until we kind of find out what's going on. So,
And at the moment, there is no crossing guards from our block to the high school, so there has been an officer there every morning, because I'm there with my son, in the bus, and he sees cars are flying, he doesn't stop, now they know he's copper, they are,
right.
but they are flying through, he goes, this happens every day, I said, it's every day. It's every day. First thing I think of is, who's parked in front of my house, my kid's gonna get hurt every single day, multiple times a day. So, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
I could suggest related to parking on Holt Drive, Town Board, restricted parking during the school day
Over here.
in certain areas. They did the same thing out here around the Tappan High School. So it has less impact on the neighbors that live there, but it stops the kids
Right.
from coming out of the parking lot. So we've had this happen before, and that's one of the ways Traffic Advisory Board made that suggestion to the town board to pass that ordinance.
Yeah,
Very
but
good.
It's not
We'll follow.
affecting what's
And I
coming
want to
out.
say also,
It's
Mike
not affecting-
Yannon's Zone is one of the most dedicated local people, fire department, highway department, volunteering for the last 15 years since he retired to be on that traffic advisory board. So he's not doing something that is bad for the community. If anything, he's talking about what the board looked at, the information they got from the police department and the highway department. They don't just make it on their own. They ask for information, and then the other town departments pass it on, so.
No, I totally agree. I've known Mike for I don't know how many years.
40 years he worked in the highway
There's no
department. so.
question with that. The people are going to the school on this street. They're not leaving the parking lot of the school and going south. So, it's what's going to the school.
Yeah, so I think what he was referencing to, that we have a criteria, if you're going to put in traffic calming devices, the town has a code and a criteria that says what you have to do and where you can do it. So I think that's I probably forgot myself that there was in the middle of that road, it changes to 15 miles an hour. But if it does that, sounds like it's a real tight spot for enforcement.
Okay, thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay, we are going to move on to the agenda. Can I get a motion to combine and approve agenda items number 4 through 11?
I make a motion to combine and approve item numbers 4 through 11.
Second?
I'll second.
In favor?
Aye.
Okay. Agenda number 12. Can I get a motion to approve a resolution consenting to the proposed Northeast Water Quality Management Plan amendment with the Borough of Rockland? Motion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 13, can I get a motion to authorize the settlement of the matter of George Fay versus the town for $400,000? I hate to even say it, but, Rob, real quick on that one, right? The insurance picked up some, and we picked up some?
Right, where the town is self-insured for the first 100,000, and after that, the
And then the
insurance company
picked it
pays
up.
the rest, yes.
Okay, but they recommended this.
And they recommended it, yes.
Yeah, and I
This is
know.
the
I
one
know.
at one of the parks.
I know. Some of us aren't happy about it, but, we have to rely upon the experts. Okay, can I get a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 14, this approve the settlement, stipulation of settlement with the matter of the town of Orangetown versus Riccardi. Motion.
Make a motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 15, can I get a motion to approve a resolution to grant a covenant hold harmless and indemnification to the Rockland GAA to allow their fence on the town's right-of-way? Motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And number 16, can I get a motion to confirm the military leave status for Brendan Carton? Motion.
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
17, can I get a motion to approve the agreement of expenditure of highway monies pursuant to the Town of Orangetown 2026 Pavement Preservation Repair Improvement Program?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 18, approve grant permission for the Superintendent of Highways to attend 2026 Advocacy Day for Local Roads, Bridges, and Culverts. Motion.
I make a motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Getting a motion to accept, with regret, the retirement of John Fawcett from the Highway Department.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Number 20, can I get a motion to award the bid for O'Sullivan Tree Care for tree removal at Blue Hill and Broad Acres Golf Courses?
I make a motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Award a bid for the irrigation design for Blue Hill and Broad Acres Golf Courses.
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion to accept with gratitude the memorial bench donation for the Wheatley bench at the Blue Hill Golf Course? Motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion to award the bid to D&E Uniforms for the furnishing of police department uniforms? Motion.
I make a motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I think both of these things, they were the only bidders. Next one, award the bid to the washing board for the dry cleaning, laundering, minor sewing, and repairs of police department uniforms. The only qualified bidder. Motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Did you get Brian, was that, did you hear him? Brian. Yeah. He's like whispering down there. Yeah. Speak up. Number 25, accept the retirement for Police Officer David Brockway, effective January 20, 2026. Motion?
Motion.
Second.
There you go.
All in favor?
Aye.
Go back to whispering. Number 26, accept the retirement of Lieutenant Thomas Hallahan from the Police Department effective January 31st, 2026. Motion?
I make a motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 27, a motion to grant permission for two police officers, Anthony Verdicchio and police officer Andrew Duggan, to go to the DARE school. Motion?
I'll motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're gonna do, first, we're gonna put in a new business real quick here before we go to the audit. Can I get a motion to appoint John Gifford to the ACABOR?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I guess effective tomorrow, I guess, for that matter. Okay,
Can I ask you something?
yeah.
What were they talking about? Did we approve minutes?
I didn't, I made a
something?
note to myself because this is
I
the
don't
first
know,
I'm
we were-
hearing of it.
I've never had
So-
to do that since I've been on the board.
So, we're digressing, but, so what happened was, Denise Sullivan, when we got in with the senior clubs, they were all operating in different ways. There was friction among some of the clubs. So, Denise Sullivan got involved, and they said they needed to have updated bylaws. Some of them didn't have bylaws, some were like whatever. So it was really kind of very ad hoc. So I think they all did their bylaws. I didn't know they were waiting on anyone to approve them. So I'm gonna follow up tomorrow with Denise.
Okay.
I don't.
Don't they approve their
They
bylaws?
do, yeah, they do.
Okay.
I think we were
Yeah,
just
'cause
wanting to
I-
make sure that whatever they adopted was in compliance with what our, right.
Right.
So I'll follow up. Again, this is the first I heard of it, which I always, they could probably save themselves a trip if they reach out to me, but, in the office and say, look, we have a problem. I would have looked into it and I'd have an answer for them. So I don't have an answer as I sit here, but I will follow up with them on
Okay,
that.
thank you.
Okay. Tonight's audit consists of 3 warrants for $1.9 million. Items of interest, number 2, Atlantic Salt, $97,000 for highway salt purchases. Number 5, Capasso, $111,000 for recycling. Number 7, Global Mantello, $50,000 for fuel. Number 14, Verdi Electric, $58,000 for traffic signal replacement. That's bonded money. And number 16, New York State Employee Health Insurance, $1.1 million for health care benefits. Any questions on the audit?
I make a motion to accept the audit as written.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we do have to go into executive session. There is, I think, Jim, you want to come in and speak to us, right, about some, okay, so that's, Mr. Town Attorney, what's the executive, for Jim wants to come in at the sale of land that might
Yeah,
affect the value?
regarding, it would impact the value of land. Discussion regarding transfer of land, right. It's clear, I think. And I'd like to add Patrick Riley also to the adjourned in memory of, when you're ready.
Okay, so what's the name?
Patrick Riley of Pearl River.
So, we have some adjournments. We have Francis Demena, a resident of Waterloo. I think most of you, some of you may know Alex, comes to our meeting occasion, that's his brother. Thomas McGrath, a resident of Pearl River. Eugene Charles Olson, father of Orangetown, Dan Sullivan, who rescinded our condolences. Thank you. And Patrick Riley of Pearl River.
I make a motion that we go into executive session. We're going to close the meeting at the same time, and we will not be voting on anything else tonight. Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Loud and clear. Everybody